Hey, lovely people, a pleasant evening to you. Beautiful people. So, there is a scripture that I came across recently using the Good News translation. It says, "It is a dangerous thing to be concerned about what others think of you. But if you trust in the Lord, you are safe." Proverbs 29:25. So it is a dangerous thing. That's what that translation says, a Good News translation. To be concerned about what others think of you. Now, let me make sure I qualify what that concern, the operative word concern, really is saying. So, the concern is not about basic social awareness or caring for people. So, if you're doing something that is harmful and people come with concerns, maybe you're spreading gossip and rumor, you're doing something to your body and they come and they caution you, you should be concerned about what they're thinking, because this can have rippling, devastating effects, not just for you, but for your family. So that is not what it is referring to. So it is not the concern is not about basic social awareness or caring for people. The warning is about becoming controlled by other people's approval, opinions, or rejection. The scripture treats that as spiritually and emotionally dangerous. I would even say psychologically, for a few reasons. One, it can control your decisions. When fear of others become dominant, people may stop doing what they believe is right in order to avoid criticism. So you want to, for example, come on TikTok and just vlog. Maybe you don't want to earn, you just really want to express. But you fear that people are going to come and why you on it? You sound ridiculous, you look ridiculous. And they come with all manner of things. Right, to avoid, believe is right. And in order to avoid criticism, embarrassment, or exclusion. So, you avoid doing it. In the Bible, even leaders sometimes become compromised because they fear the public opinion more than conviction. And I've seen that. And it's talking about church leaders. For example, Pontius, and not church leaders and other leaders, sorry. For example, Pontius Pilate, is portrayed as knowing an injustice was happening, but yielding to crowd pressure. So he knew that Jesus had no fault. Nothing he did was wrong. But he was afraid to be put before Caesar. And he probably had a lot of deep, dark secrets and were afraid that the crowd would go and talk. So human approval is unstable. Scripture repeatedly contrasts God's consistency with humans' inconsistency. Today they say one thing, tomorrow they say another. So they have you like a yo-yo. People's opinions change quickly. If identity depends on praise, then criticism becomes crushing and praise becomes addictive. So all you do, everything that you do now, you're looking to get somebody's praise. And let me tell you, cannot get that 100% because we live in a broken world. Somebody will still not like you, even if you're trying to please people. The theme appears again in Galatians 1:10. And this is Paul speaking. If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Definitely. Can't serve God and mammon. Can't serve two masters. It can distort identity. Biblically, a person's value is supposed to come from being created and known by God, not from social status, popularity, appearance, or reputation. Reputation is what others think you are. Yeah. But character is who you truly are. When outside opinion becomes the main measure of worth, identity becomes fragile. So it's depending on what somebody thinks of you. Fear of rejection can lead to dishonesty. That is true, because you don't want to be rejected. You make up stories. I've seen it happening in workplaces and other places. So people exaggerate things. They say this because they fear just telling the truth and say, boy, this is it. This is how I feel. I feel vulnerable. I feel weak. I feel whatever. So they exaggerate. They lie because they don't, they fear what people will say. So scripture often links fear of people with hiding, pretending, hypocrisy, or silence. That's so true. Someone overly dependent on acceptance may say what others want to hear instead of what is true. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, I've seen it. I have seen that. It competes with trust in God. The biblical concern is ultimately about allegiance. Whose voice has the final authority? The danger is the fear of human judgment can become stronger than trust in divine guidance or conscience. That said, the Bible does not teach complete indifference to others, obviously. It also encourages humility, wisdom, love, good reputation, and accountability to community, which was basically prefaced initially. The distinction is between healthy concern for others' well-being and counsel versus being emotionally ruled by their approval. So no matter what they say, you're going to go with what they say. So the scripture really is warning about bondage to public opinion, not about healthy relationships or empathy. Do not be concerned by people's opinion of you. What you think of me is none of my business. What they think of you is none of your business. As long as you know you're operating correctly. It doesn't mean that you won't slip and make mistakes. As long as you know you're convicted within your soul that you're operating perfectly fine. And perfectly is just used loosely there to say you're operating good generally. Let them think what they want. You cannot even stop it. You can't even stop it. Even if you decide that you're going to change and go with this one, that one, believe you me, somebody still will not like what you do or what you say. So again, it is dangerous to be concerned of other people's opinions of you. If you trust in God, He will keep you safe. A word to the wise is sufficient unto the day. Guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions and you can follow me on Instagram. Have a good one.